What's up, everybody? Thank you for checking out the show. This podcast was filmed exclusively for odds.com. Make sure you click the link below. Go check out the full replay on odds.com as we break down UFC Fight Island 8. Next up, we've got Roxanne Modafferi taking on Viviane Araujo, and this is a fight that I can't wait for because if you've been with me for any more than just one or two fight cards, you know I love my nerds. You know I love Roxanne Modafferi, and women's MMA OG. I love this chick, and the fact that she is continuing to fight and succeed at the high level all this time later with no physical advantages in life whatsoever is just incredible to me, and it warms my heart. She is the women's version of Glover Teixeira. You just can never count her out of a fight because of that experience edge. She's 38 years old. We're getting up there in age, but honestly, the way that she has approached her game, the way she is improving late in life, because she started so early and because she didn't ever have those physical gifts or advantages, she's aging like fine wine. She's getting sweeter. She's getting better every single time she steps out somehow at this age. Now, when I say she's getting better, you got to take that in context. She's unathletic as fuck. I'm sorry. I love Roxy. There's a lot of people that get into MMA because they're fast or they're big or they're strong. She's none of those. She has to work her ass off, but she didn't start training strength and conditioning until 4 years ago? She never took that part of her career seriously until just recently. And it's really kept her in the game because she's bigger than a lot of her opponents, and she's stronger than a lot of her opponents because she has started to pick up that aspect of her game. She does rely on her takedowns. What she does is she chain grapples in a different way from most. Apologies if you can hear the dogs in the background. Somebody must be poking around outside my front door or something, so sorry about that. But what Roxanne does is she chain grapples these people up against the fence. If she can get the underhooks, if she can get the body lock, if she can press you up against the cage, that's where she thrives. Then she mixes in different trips and takedowns. She gets you off balance. She'll kick your foot out. She just is relentless with that approach. And like I said, with her improved strength and conditioning, that's something that she can just stay on you. Once Roxy's got a body lock on you, you're just stuck. Oh yeah, there's some kid riding his bike out in front of my house. Sorry. If you can hear the dogs, I'm sorry. I can't get them to stop. There's someone riding their bike around outside. So she's got this nice little rangefinder jab. She's always pawing that front jab out to make sure she knows exactly how far she has to go to close that distance and get the takedown. She tries to mix in hip throws. Those don't really work so well in MMA these days, so I hope she kind of puts that on the shelf. And she's got underrated power in her right hand. I mean, like I said, Roxy, she's been working her strength and conditioning. That power has come along, and she can crack, man. When she gets that right hand going, she actually is not half bad. And she's just glue when she gets on you. Now, the problem is she gets outstruck, because if you're faster than her, if you're quicker than her, you're going to be able to outland her on the feet. She averages 3.14 significant strikes per minute. She absorbs 4.96. So she is a little bit of a punching bag as far as the striking goes because she just can't keep up with her opponents. She relies on that grappling. She loses when she can't control the ground game. Viviane Araujo, on the other hand, she's the exact opposite. This chick is low on experience, and she is high on athleticism, speed, and power. She is fast. She is aggressive. She cuts off the cage. She explodes in. And she's got a 92% takedown defense rating, which is really the scary part if you like Roxanne Modafferi. The thing I want to point out about Vivi, though, is she has been struggling against fighters who are stronger than her. She lost to Jessica I just last year. Or I'm sorry, it's 2021, 2 years ago now. Barely, like a year and 2 months. She lost to Jessica I December 14th, 2019. And that was a big red flag. Jessica I isn't anything special. And Montana De La Rosa gave her a run for her money the last time out in September. One thing that I looked at is their sizes. And what I was incredibly surprised to find out is that Roxanne Modafferi is bigger than anybody Vivi's fought anytime recently. So let me go ahead and pull my numbers up here so I can read those to you appropriately. So Vivi fought Alexis Davis, who's 5'6". Jessica Ai, who's also 5'6". Montana De La Rosa, who's 5'7". And I guess she's a little bit more comparable there because she's 5'7" herself. So she's going to be about the same size as Montana De La Rosa. Vivi's 5'4". Vivi is really small for the division. She's explosive. She's strong. But I've got this really weird feeling that Roxanne Modafferi manages to pull one more over us because Vivi didn't look great. The threat of the takedown against Montana De La Rosa kept her on her heels. And even though she did win that fight, Montana De La Rosa, you would think, is kind of a younger version of Roxanne Modafferi. Roxy's experience, I think, would give her the advantage over someone like Montana De La Rosa. Montana just still isn't... She's not complete yet. She's not done with her evolution. The reason, and I see, hey, yeah, exactly. People talking in here about how hard it is to touch Roxanne Modafferi. The reason we can talk about betting Roxanne Modafferi is right now she's plus 280. Plus 280. So we talked with our boy, the Greek Gambler, about what these odds mean. And at plus 300, that means you've got a 25% chance of winning. So if we think about Viviane Araujo and Roxanne Modafferi, and hypothetically speaking, they fight 4 times, can Roxy win one of those? Can she win 2 of them? Can Roxy win 3 out of 10? Maybe she can. I think that Roxy, using her experience, can potentially close the distance on Vivi, push her up against the cage, and with that size advantage, with her trip game, I think she can potentially drag Vivi to the ground. If Vivi can't defend those takedowns for 15 minutes, and I don't know that Vivi's got what it takes to put Roxy away. Roxy is notoriously hard to finish. I don't know. I think there's a shot. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. This is definitely kind of a Hail Mary shot. If you do pull the trigger, like I said, you're betting a plus 300 fighter here. She only has to win 1 out of 4 for that number to make sense. Yeah. Who took the under? Who took the under on my New Year's resolutions? Here we go. Women's MMA. That's Yep. And Scotty Brown knows what's up. Vivi's a good athlete, and that's boom or bust for her. Nigel Lee likes it, plus 280 all day. Roberto being bold here, saying she wins 4 out of 4. I like that, Roberto. Yeah, I'm just not overly sold on Vivi Araujo, and I think this line may be too wide. And for a Wednesday morning when I've got a mimosa and a waffle, I might need some Roxanne Modafferi. Every single time Roxy comes in fights, I tell myself it's going to be the last time. It'll be the last ride. And then she just does it again. And then she just pulls it off. Roxanne Modafferi and Glover Teixeira are my 2 favorite underdogs of all time. And as long as they stick around in MMA, I'm going to have a hard time not betting them. Because they just do it. They just pull it off. That veteran savvy, you can't replace it. You can't teach it. Actually, you can teach it, but it takes years of experience. All right, we can get. I'll get off my pedestal here. I think Roxanne Modafferi has an outside shot here in this fight against a young, athletic, but underwhelming fighter, in my opinion. We'll see. Haven't made anything official on that one, but might end up betting it by fight time. Y'all know me.